We've got FUD. We've got FUD everywhere. Let's talk about what's going on with crypto right now, specifically Bitcoin. I want to get straight into the action. So, this is what the markets look like. We have Bitcoin sitting at $33,767. This isn't great news for anybody, but please don't panic. Before you look at selling, unless you're day trading, don't do that. It's okay, and I want to show you why it's okay in just a minute here. But why is this happening? Like, why is this stuff going on in the first place? So take a look at this. I know it was all like, Biden administration needs to lay off the regulations for crypto. And then Trump posed this one saying that, he thinks that crypto seems like a scam. Basically, what that means is that he doesn't understand it. And whenever somebody doesn't understand something, they're fearful of it. So if you saw, Bitcoin tanking and you went, I gotta sell, I gotta sell, I gotta sell, it sounds like to me you just need to get a little bit more educated in regards to what's actually happening. Um, I mean, I would say that this is terrible for crypto, but at the end of the day, if we think about it, Biden tends to do the opposite of what Trump wanted to do, just so that he can be distinct from him. So maybe this might be a good thing. I don't know. Regardless, it doesn't affect my portfolio one bit. The price that just dropped doesn't affect my portfolio one bit. And hopefully it doesn't affect yours either, because it's not going to be forever. At a bare minimum, I can, like this is me pulling the guarantee for myself because I'm not a financial advisor, because I'm not getting money from you. Um, at least in 4 years, I guarantee that this thing is going to be way up in the the $1 million Bitcoin that we've talked about, because the next halving is going to take place, and there's always numbers just shoot up around that time. Could Bitcoin drop further? Yeah, totally. But I want to show you a few things that are going on to keep your mind at ease, and hopefully encourage you not to sell. First, people are looking to get out of Bitcoin and move over to Ethereum and XRP and other things. I don't know, like they always bundle XRP in with things. It's just a hot, word that people do for SEO. It just doesn't make any sense, guys. XRP is not Ethereum. XRP has nothing to do with Ethereum. They're very different. But people are just leaving Bitcoin to find other ways to invest in crypto, which is not a bad thing, because what this means is that when Bitcoin drops tremendously, it doesn't have as much of an impact on other alternative coins. So if you look at Ethereum right now, it's sitting at $2,600. It didn't have the crash, the impact that it's had in the past. Before, when Bitcoin dropped, all these altcoins would plummet, and more and more and more, it's having a lesser and lesser effect on these altcoins, which is great. It means that they're going to be able to stand apart and be able to stand on their own. Here's something else that tells me that things are going to be okay. MicroStrategy is basically raising money to buy Bitcoin. Smart. I mean, it's one of those things that they're taking a little bit of a debt now to be able to make a lot of money later. So if you're asking if people believe in this, yeah, $400 million worth. So if you're worried about a little 8% drop, don't stress too much. I told you guys about a week ago that whatever happened on the weekend was going to be very deciding for Bitcoin, and if it was going to be able to break the $42,000 mark, and that would make a huge difference and a huge impact on the price of the coin itself. It wasn't able to do that. So we kind of got stuck with what we got now. So it's going to be testing this thing for much longer. I was really hoping for a breakout during that weekend. It didn't happen. So prices, like I said, have been dropping. They're going up. They're going down. I've made some videos about this already. One other thing that I have not seen a single, person cover this yet, or anywhere in the news. So I had to dig up my own research. Here is the number 4 wallet in the world. And I just want you to see what's happening with it. If you look here, where's my mouse? My mouse all the way over here. All right. So if you see these trends, you can see when Bitcoin was purchased. And if you see right there, There is a lot of Bitcoin purchased. And this is insane. Like, it's hard to even put this thing into perspective. So if I hover over here, I am not smart enough to be able to tell you what 3.67 G's are. G's is not a grand. It's way more than that. So here we're in the millions, and then we start getting even higher. So this is back in 2020, at the end of 2020 there. So that's when it left the $990 million mark, and it went beyond, and it's just been blowing up ever since. But what I want to show you here specifically is this line item right here, line number 3. So, cool thing about Bitcoin, you get to see wallets and you get to track them and you get to see what people are doing. On the first of the month, this wallet purchased 1,883 Bitcoins at 36,000. If this is not, encouraging, if $400 million is not encouraging for MicroStrategies to invest in Bitcoin, I don't know what is. That's a lot of Bitcoin, guys. That's a lot of money, being put out. Wait. If these people can wait a couple of months to make a few million, don't let FUD get a hold of you and make you sell. That's how people lose money. And I've said this time and time again. People lose money when they're fearful of things. Like, you want to try to do what the opposite of other people are doing. If people are crazy selling just because they're scared of something, there might be something else in there. So I just like bringing up these small reminders to encourage you. Stick with it. It's not over. Things are going to go up again. They might crash down again, but they're going to eventually go up even higher. And the people who have the money, the people, number 4 wallet in the world for Bitcoin, just bought a crap load of Bitcoin, almost 2,000 Bitcoin at the beginning of this month. And they looked at the $36,000 mark. Whoa, that's a discount. And they bought. Before this, they bought the month before at the $37,000 mark, and they bought more and more, and they bought at the 41 mark. Do you see this? Guys, they bought it at 48. They're just accumulating wealth here. That's what's happening. They're saying, great, let Bitcoin run out, and I'm going to be the one who has it. So when everybody wants it, I'll be the holder, and I will name my price. And you're going to have to pay whatever I want you to pay. That's how Bitcoin is going to surge and get way up there, because the people who hold aren't selling, and there's going to be a shortage, and people are going to be dying to be able to get into it and say, I want some, I want some. That's what's going to take place. So whenever you're feeling a little doubtful about what's going on, I just want to encourage you. One or two things. Take a look at these wallets and how much you're spending, how much you're buying more and more of Bitcoin. And if you want to really get your heart tickled a little bit, you can smash that like button. That's always a good way to make you smile, make me smile too. And if you haven't done yet, subscribe to the channel and hit the bell for notifications so I can hopefully calm your nerves whenever something like this happens. I'm going to actually try to do a live here and there if I see stuff going on. And it might not be for very long. I might just get on and say, don't sell. I might not be in the studio. I might not, I might be out and about, but if I have to remind you of what we're doing and why we're doing it, I might just have to do that. But I just want to ask you, please stick with it. It's worth it. You might not see it now, but I'm telling you, it's worth it. I've been doing this thing for a long, long time, longer than anybody I know. I think my brother might be the only other person that, has been in crypto for as long as I have. And that's, I know a couple of people in it, and it's worth it to be in it. And just hold on. take a look at those altcoins. I'm really excited that there has been a distinction between Bitcoin and different coins because, Bitcoin, I mean, you're doing 3 transactions a second. That's just not sustainable. And so many others are doing really well and have improved the technology and are doing a lot of different things. Bitcoin is here to stay. It's going to go up. I can't tell you exactly when, but it will go up. So stick with it, stick with me, and we can see this thing come to fruition together. Thanks, and I will see you guys tomorrow.